Sorry, I hope this is straight. Welcome. I am here to do the North Node in Leo collective energy reading. And, oh, that came out quick. Okay. If you are someone who has their North Node in Leo, then this is your reading. And if you are a cross watcher and you know someone who you love that's a North Node Leo, and you just want to know what the heck is going on, then welcome. Also, if this is the first time you've ever seen me across your phone or tablet or TV, then welcome, and this very well might have a message for you, no matter what North Node you are. So, I am doing these live this month because my computer is absolutely just not working well with me, and I really wanted to be outside after that full moon. I felt cooped up, and so we're out here. We are going to have the noises from outsides join us, and that could be a very well be a message in itself. I've had trash trucks drive by. My AC goes on and off. Someone was sawing. So, and here I thought just an acorn falling was going to be like the biggest thing, but no. So hopefully you can hear me. So thank you for joining. All right, we've got discernment, and that came out quite fast. So we're in a moment of using your discernment for your benefit. So North Node Leo, understand, I feel like this is about something that's been cultivated, maybe inside of you, that you've been cloudy on, clearly, right? But my point here is saying that is this discernment only comes from within. Yes, you might see something externally that helps validate what your discernment is, but ultimately it is something you have to enlighten yourself about. You can't be seeing half the story and thinking that you have all the answers to the problem. So I think that's what this is. That's what it is, yeah. Whatever this situation is, you really need to get all the sides and not just run with the first storyline that you get. That's super important with this. Lullaby. Okay, I shuffled, but this card came out with the North Node Cancer as well. So there might be a message there for you. But look how beautiful this is. Lullaby. I mean, talk about peacefulness, being lulled to sleep. Maybe, okay, you know what? I am getting something different for yours than I did before. There was something, is something that kind of was a lullaby to you. Felt peaceful and good. But I feel like it was only satisfying the parts that was kind of old you. It felt good before. That doesn't mean that it was, do you understand what I mean? This was satisfying something that you felt comfortable by before, but now it's not the same. It doesn't tuck you into bed like it did before. You're seeing that now. That is so interesting. But with that comes the fact that you do know what will give you the warm feelies. And it may not be where you are right now. We got the Queen of Cups. I talk about being in your feelies, right? So this is an emotional storyline. Okay, it's how, whatever this is, it's regarding your emotions and how you respond to things and how you are you responding, or are you reacting? And however, whichever one those are, because they are different, you're seeing how it's because of your emotional state. And once you can decide and figure out that maybe like you're reacting to things from an emotional blockage or fear or rose-colored glasses because you just want to feel good, and you realize that it's more of a reaction than actually responding with love, and not from a place of where you were or are, that's a big deal. It's one of those things that it sounds so, you know, what's the word? And I'm having a hard time with words during your video, so there might be something about how whatever you're feeling, it's hard to put into words. It's hard to say. It's hard to express. But what was I saying? Well, hopefully they'll bring it back to me, because it was beautiful. Yeah, bring it back to me, please. Anyway, so, and I even like this because she's sitting on a clam. What do clams do? Not talking, not talking, not expressing. It takes a lot for that clam to open back up, right, and be vulnerable. Interesting. Okay, and then we've got the Fool. Something that looks innocent at face value, right? But damn if it's not got a lot attached to it. This is still in the sense of, I feel like your emotions right now are kind of playing tricks on you. And I'm sorry. I hope that's not the case, right? But it definitely feels like there's more to the story. And again, going back to the discernment when I first got that channel, really get all sides before you make any kind of choice. And then we got the Wheel of Fortune. This is a karmic thing. Yeah, this is a situation that's made up of a lot of past storylines and situations and people that have been like the gears that have made you where and how you move, how you decide things, how you are choosing things. So I really feel like this is this there's something coming out, and it's going to be great because it's needed to come out. And maybe this is just the moment in time that it does, because now you're ready. You're ready to receive this message. But it's something that was deep down inside of you, right? That maybe made you kind of clam up and not be able to express yourself in the emotional state. And then we got Raindrops. It says Mother Gaia's natural aura cleansing. Drip, drop, drip, drop. This card always screams to me, this has been something that's been in the works for a while, because of that drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop. Something's been tapping, you know, showing you little things, little things, little things, little things. And if you were to just look at the one drip or the one drop, you wouldn't see the full picture of the constantness that this has been doing and what you've been going through consistently. And I just got bit by a little tiny little ant. So this, I think, has something to do with something that has stung. And maybe you didn't realize it was stinging you. But I feel like now you're really getting open to this realization that it has been stinging you in tiny little ways, right? It's like the paper cut by 1,000, death by 1,000 cuts. So, all right. What can we, is there anything to clarify this? The snake and keys on a ring. Okay. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman, and then keys on the ring. Many options, decision, unconventional, strung along, and one night stand. If you were to just take this as like more of an analogy kind of like energy or an example, maybe not like truly there's another woman, you know what I mean? Not that way. But if you were to look at it as just these two cards together, you're not an option, right? You're not a side quest. You're the quest. And it just feels like the look over your shoulder and keys on a ring. Is there someone out there that's watching this that feels like maybe that's the core here? Maybe that's this whole entire thing. Feeling like, man, this person treated me like an option. This person was like, made me feel like I wasn't enough to be the main attraction. This person did this person did that, right? It's like you didn't know that you'd reached a place where it was, this hurts. But it's not, you're feeling that not to make it feel like you're a victim. You're feeling it and acknowledging it so that you know you can actively manifest that to not be your reality anymore. Like, okay, thank you for those experiences, right? You just manifest with, thank you for those experiences. They were very insightful, very impactful, but now I crave and know my next one will not be the same. I've grown from that. That is the manifesting, affirmations you should be saying at this point. So, I really like how these two cards, 1, 2, 3, and I was saying 1, 2, 3, right? There's lots of situations, there's lots of doors, there's lots of situations that has happened for you to see this. And I love it because I feel like now is the moment in time that you'll see it and find that discernment of like, that's not for me anymore. It wasn't for me every other time, but I wasn't aware. And I give grace to that person that wasn't aware. But I do know where I'm at now, and that is not acceptable. So, I hope this has given you some sort of guidance, North Node Leo. And thank you so much for watching. Please like the video. I would really appreciate that for the, getting it out to more people that need it. And thank you again for watching. I really appreciate it. And y'all take care. You got this, all right? All right. See ya. Oh, let me say this. The Queen of Cups, she's mastered it. She's mastered her emotions. You got this.